Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Cringe. I'm your host, Emma Gemma, and it's a late night episode. We're late night talking, as one would say. It is, what time is it? It is 9:35 p.m. Okay, I've had a hell of a last few days. Just like event after event after event, bus, club, another club, plane, next place, no sleep. And by the club, I mean a family reunion. Um, Working. Zero, like the family reunion turn as hell. Okay, had so much fun. I have nothing going on all summer, and then it seems like everything is happening within like 2 weeks, and I just kind of am exhausted. But it was, it's fun. I'm having a fun time. I went to a family reunion this weekend. I got to hang out with some of my cousins this weekend and drink for the first time in months. Dog. I picked up a new favorite phrase from my friend Ava. Hey Ava. Ava and Talia just fucking hunting every day of the week. She said to me the other day, she was like, I had a really sexy date with my bathroom floor, meaning she had a hangover, and I was like, that I need that. Like that. I'm stealing that. I stole it. It's stolen. It's mine. It's ours. We'll share it. Shared custody, honestly. I was so like I wasn't even hungover. I was just like unwell. I was just so unwell because I just don't drink. I've never. Nope, that's not true. That's not true. I was gonna say I've never been a big drinker. That's a lie. Okay, and I've had like my own experiences with drinking and all that, but now at my tender age of 23, dude, you got to do some real convincing for me to drink. I'm not even someone like I don't get when people come home and they're like, I just need a beer to take the edge off. Absolutely not. If I were to come home and drink alcohol, I would be 10,000 times more stressed than I was about 30 minutes ago. It just, I don't know. I find myself like when I'm in like a relaxed state, I'm not like thinking of drinking alcohol. And I'm gonna sound like such a pretentious, like, oh, I'm so much better than you. Like I genuinely just want to drink water and have a little snack. That's just where I'm at. Okay. I drink underage drinking, man. My is that a felony? What is that? If it's a felony, I didn't do that. Allegedly, I underage drank. Okay, sue me. It's how I learned about myself. The first, let me tell you. Okay, a little side quest right now. I think that's what I should start calling the side topics as side quests. I think that's funnier somehow. Anyway, the first time I ever went to a high school party, I was a freshman in high school. My mom dropped me off. Thanks, mom. And some people might judge my mom for that. I always appreciated that she did that, and I'll probably do the same for my kids to an extent. If they're like in seventh grade and they're like, "Mom, I want to go fucking party," get your ass back in your room and start making some slime. Log on to Roblox and just chill out. There's no way. If I was a freshman, whatever. She would drop me off and pick me up from parties because she didn't want me getting in the car with someone that was drunk, and I've always appreciated that. And it's something I'm gonna take into my parenting. But she dropped me off at my first party, and she bought me a allegedly bought me a 6 pack of Smirnoff ices. I drank maybe half of one. Oh my God. I was walking around that party like I was hammered, like, and I knew I wasn't drunk. Like, I fully knew in my heart, like, I had never been drunk before. I knew I was not drunk. I knew I took a sip of some alcohol. It's like when you're like at the dinner table with your parent and you're like, can I have like a sip of your wine? Did you guys do that? My family did that. I would have a sip of their wine and I always hated it, but I would always be like, maybe this time. Never was. And I was like, I seriously, I just remember that party so vividly. I wouldn't go inside because it was like, it was small town. Someone rented a fucking cabin or Airbnb. It was a whiteout party. Dude, and I wouldn't go inside. I was too scared. And when I went inside, it smelled like pot, and I don't like pot. And I literally held my breath the whole time, and I was like, who is smoking pot in here? Why would anyone be fucking narc? Like, dude, come on. Come on. Lame. Anyway, so was not drunk. This weekend I wasn't drunk, I was tipsy. I was chatty. I was a chatty Cathy, as some might say. It was so much fun. I was out at like our winery at our ranch, and it truly felt like a Miley Stewart summer. That's kind of what this summer is feeling like. And honestly, guys, like I'm so blessed to say that I can experience Miley Stewart summer. Like I can go outside and like see nature. Like I could go out my backyard right now and just walk to a river like 20 feet away I could go sit in some grass. I could get bit by a rattlesnake at any time. I don't see them trying hard enough because here I am, vulnerable. No bites. No bites. Knock on wood, though. Seriously, that actually scares the living shit out of me. I don't want to manifest that. A Miley Stewart summer is, you know, I'm trying to like romanticize being home because it is very hard to be home when like no one's here. But lately it's been fine and I have some friends coming back, which is great. But like I actually don't know if I would have enjoyed myself as much as I am right now if I would have stayed in Southern California because I would have been dead broke. Oh, I would have been dead broke. Like this little side hustle I'm doing right now, any little jobs here and there I'm doing, I got like a $200 car payment and then I keep it moving. Like it's nothing crazy, you know? Also, fuck a car payment. God, I fucking hate having a car payment. That is the dumbest thing ever. Give it to me for free. America is forcing me to live in a place where I have to drive everywhere. Why are you making cars so expensive? Fuck you. Hate it. Hate it. Oh, it makes me want to die. I hate my car payment. If I could like end world hunger or end my car payment, you need to give me a minute to think about it. I'll make the right decision, but honestly, just like let me grieve the fact that I need to continue paying like $200 a month, 280 a month. That's not even the full payment. I don't even want to talk about it. It's pissing me off. It's pissing me the fuck off. Fucking hate it here. Anyway, anyway, Miley Stewart summer. I'm fucking with Miley Stewart summer. I'm tan. I'm eating so much fruit this summer. I don't ride horses though. That kind of affects things. I also, you know what? I was gonna say I don't really live a double life, but I'm gonna be honest. This is my Miley Stewart moment, and then I go back to school, and that's when I feel like Hannah Montana. Or it could be vice versa. Anyway, it doesn't matter. I just think like a SoCal summer is so much different than a NorCal summer, and I'm probably so annoying to anyone that will talk to me in college because I always talk about like NorCal, SoCal, like what's the difference? What's this? What's that? NorCal, it just they're so different. And Northern California is so much more beautiful than Southern California. I'm sorry, dog. Okay? Like, yeah, y'all got the beach or whatever. And there are like it's, moments. San Diego, I'm not talking about you, babe. Okay, I love you. I love you to the moon and to Saturn, babe. Northern California, I mean, it's just like you drive, like where I live, you drive 30 minutes in one direction and you're in the forest. You drive 45 minutes in another. Actually, usually the same direction and you're at the coast. You can get both the redwoods and the ocean at the same time with like the craziest cliffs you've ever seen. You can drive, I drive like 2 hours and I'm in San Francisco. Like it's a gorgeous, gorgeous time. I love Northern California. I just miss freedom of being in Southern California. That's the main thing. But you get what you get and you don't throw a fit. You don't throw a fit. I'm telling you that right now. Okay. Book check-in. Book check-in. By the way, I don't know how long this episode's gonna be. Because like I said, this is like a late night thing, but we'll see. Book checking. I did read my book. Okay, not the whole thing. Wait, let me grab it. Don't look at my butt. I'm serious. I'm gonna grab the book. Don't look at my butt. I already have thoughts on this book because I can, by the first chapter, I mean, I haven't finished it yet. I feel like this will be one of my top 5 books of all time. I've never had a book pull me in so quickly with banter and with great chat, as they would say on Love Island USA, which we will talk about in a little bit. Like great chat. Like, oh my, like you read the first page and the chemistry is just throwing up at you. Oh my God, you guys, like I was like, I'm in an era right now where I'm obviously like we already talked about this. I'm back in my hometown. I'm not dating right now. The second I get back to a city where it's not people that I have known for 15 years, oh, it's so over. I was reading this and I was giggling and I was kicking my feet. I was like, oh, he's so like, oh yeah, like honestly, like let me read some of this shit because I was just like, I don't even, oh my God, I don't know. I don't even know. Like, she's British, he's not. They're talking about aluminum versus aluminium. It's just a gorgeous, it's just a gorgeous, gorgeous thing. So let me break down the book pretty much. So Cleo and Frank, they meet in I think it's in an elevator at some New Year's Eve party. And the whole first chapter is them just like meeting and getting to know each other and like falling for each other and being enamored. And it's like the most beautiful, like, oh, it made me feel hope in the world. And the thing is that I know it's gonna destroy that hope because this book like is very open with the fact that like I don't think this is gonna go right. I don't think it is going to go Well, um, whatever though. Maybe a little real, doesn't matter. Okay. They meet and they immediately become enamored with each other, and then they like immediately get married maybe 6 months later. Okay. Maybe that rings some bells for some people. Maybe it's not marriage. Maybe it's other big important things. All right. It was hitting a little close at some points. Did make me want to puke. Yeah, but it's such great writing. I will tell you right now, it is so sexual. This is this is some of the great chat. Um, where is it? Oh, okay. So there's this one part. So what's been the Oh, awesome. Actually, I don't know what to do. The light just turned up. Should I turn on my Roku? Like, is that gonna help? Dog. Dog. Oh, you're kidding me right now. Okay, hold on. Pause. This is gonna go ahead and piss me off. I'm curious to see if that will work. My ring light overheated. This thing is, oh my God, she's on life support. I've had this thing since I was probably 15 when I was making YouTube videos. Like, she's been around the block. Okay. Well, where was I at in the story? I actually can't really remember. Oh, I was reading the dialogue. Maybe that was a sign that I shouldn't, because this is just like, this is the kind of banter that like made me giggle. Like, it's just like smart. Like, they're just smart and funny. So Frank asks, what was the best part of last year for you? Just one thing? It could be anything. Gosh, let me think. Well, I switched to an antidepressant that actually allows me to achieve orgasm again. That felt like a win. Wow. Okay, I was not expecting that. That's great news. And then and then she says both clitoral and penetrative. Cleo gave him 2 thumbs up. Dog, what are we doing? Like, that's so me coded. That's so me coded. Oversharing and giving a thumbs up and being uncomfortable about it immediately. That's so me. And then the next page, he goes, Frank goes, so he said, do you have someone in particular you're having these orgasms with? Cu- Frank was straining for the tone of curious friend, but worried he'd ended up a bit more concerned sexual health clinic counselor. And Cleo says, both clitoral and vaginal? Frank cleared his throat. Yes, those. Cleo gave him a sly, sidelong glance. Just myself right now. Dog, if I don't have someone making uncomfortable banter with me in the next hour, I'm gonna be pissed. You're probably like, I didn't do that reading justice, but this in my head, like, just the way it reads, it was so quick and fast and quick-witted. And it's like little things like that, little callbacks, and like it just feels so conversational and like a real conversation. There's another word for it. Like, I felt like I was there and I was watching these two people like flirt with each other in a way that felt so genuine and funny and vulgar. This book is very vulgar. I'll tell you that right now. I picked it up because I was like, this seems very like adult read, kind of. It's not Emily Henry, which no hate to Emily Henry, but it just felt a little bit more mature, if you will. And it is. These fuckers are fucking in here, okay? Um I like highlighted some parts. Sorry, I never called you back. I threw my phone out the window after a bad haircut. That's so real. Like, it's just so real. Like, it's just so real. It's just a very dry humor that is very much me. If you've listened to even one episode of this podcast, you would know. And I just love it. But yeah, anyway, so the plot, they meet in this elevator on New Year's Eve, and Cleo is actually she's like on a student visa and it's running out. And so after 6 months, her and Frank get married. And at their wedding party, she's like very defensive of the fact that they didn't get married for her green card. Um, and everyone's like, no, like we know, like you really love him, but she's very defensive about it. So it seems like they rushed it, but they really loved each other. Like in the first few chapters, like their love is disgusting. Like so in love. We're talking a lot about love today. Um, but it just kind of, you can tell that they were a bit too hasty, a bit too quick. And that's kind of where I'm at right now. If you're looking for a lot of sex, dry humor, and what I can only assume to be great tragedy looming over the horizon, I would recommend it so far. But I'll keep you guys updated, okay? Cleopatra and Frankenstein. Let's get it. Okay, now let's talk about what I really am recording this podcast to talk about, more love, okay? I need to talk about the Eras tour and I need to talk about Taylor and Travis on the stage. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. If you're not a Taylor Swift fan and you're thinking I need to log off, no. I'm not going to sit here and badger you on Taylor Swift. even if it is, fuck you. It's my podcast. I don't fucking care. I don't care. Anyway, Travis Kelce getting on the stage of the Eras Tour. Did not know that was an option. Didn't know that was something that I needed to be mourning the fact that I didn't get to experience. I've always thought Travis Kelce was hot. Um, I like knew him a little bit before Taylor Swift, but I was never like in love with him. Like I don't watch football, but I'm like, yeah, that's like a hot guy. Like I saw like like his dating show or whatever. I think I saw an episode or two. Seeing seeing this man pop out of the Eras Tour stage and carry Taylor Allison Swift, a 5'10" gorgeous specimen, like it's fucking nothing. Just give me a second, please. We're talking about the book. We're talking about I'm just unwell. Okay, because I truly think like I know so many people are like, I'm done hearing about Taylor and Travis. Like too much Taylor, too much Travis. To an extent, honestly, I get it. Like I love Taylor Swift. I feel like people are always talking to me about her. And I mean, I have, like I said, I have her lyrics tattooed on my arm, like love the woman. But I'm just kind of at a point where I'm like, this is a me thing. And it feels like a lot of people that don't really like Taylor Swift are showing up and talking to her, talking about her to me. And I just I want to talk about something else, please. I won't shut up about this though, actually. This is everything to me. Like this is they are the American royal couple, and I'm so fucking serious. Are you kidding me? The biggest pop star in the world and one of the best NFL players of all time. Most marketable, most recognizable, coming up on, how many Super Bowl wins. Like he's an incredible, like it's not just like any old NFL player. Like he's one of the top fuckers, literally. Okay? Um I don't really care how annoying people think that their relationship is because I'm actually getting exhausted with the soft launch shit of people in real life, couples. I'm so tired of it. It's starting to feel so disingenuous to me. And maybe it's because I've like been around people that are like talking about soft launching people. I I don't get that. Okay? I don't understand that at all. And I just want to talk about soft launching because it just is starting to piss me off. And it's why I'm loving Taylor and Travis so much. It's why I love the Please, Please, Please music video so much. Like, fucking scream that you love your partner. Holy fuck. I'm not saying right out the gate. But once you guys are dating, like, you should be proud of it. And I feel like there is a culture around soft launching that is less about your partner's needs and more how cool do I look to the people that follow me. And I just don't think it's like cool anymore. I find it weird. I don't know. Like the idea of hard launching and soft launching. I get like, okay, if you're like just starting out, fine. But I do feel like people in real life, when they're like, oh, need to like soft launch my man, need to soft launch that. I promise you, at least for me, no one gives that much of a shit about like new relationships, things like that. I don't know. I just am kind of tired of the soft launch. It's just been done over and over and over and I'm bored. I'm loving this era of just pushing your partner out into the spotlight and being like, "Don't fuck up. Love you. I love you that much that like if you like talking about Sabrina Carpenter, I love you so much that I'm going to hard launch you and if you fuck up, I'm going to look like an idiot. That's how much I care about you." Take a risk. Soft launching feels so safe to me. Like it just feels like you're not sure of your partner. And obviously that could be different from person to person, relationship to relationship. I just find it uninspiring. And also on the flip side of that, I do feel like soft launching, and maybe this is my trauma coming out. Okay. Like imagine a man is like, no, like I want to like soft launch my girlfriend. Or like a girl is like, babe, like why don't you post me on socials as much? He's like, oh, I just like I don't post like that. Like, what if he like to me, a soft launch mindset is like a man that won't post you on Instagram no matter how long you've been dating and how long you beg. I don't know. I don't think your partner should take over your Instagram. I did that at one point, and it just like I think there's a great like line that you should kind of teeter back and forth on of having them in your pictures and not make versus I think there's a line that should be teetered of like, yeah, they can be in your pictures, but they shouldn't be the only focus of your photos. It shouldn't be the only thing you're posting about. And once it, this doesn't, these rules, I'm making these up. Okay. If you do this, it doesn't, this is my opinion. Okay. If you only post about your partner, honestly, hard launch it. I don't give a fuck. Maybe you're doing exactly what I'm talking about. The thing with soft launching is it feels so like self involved because it means that you think that people are like dissecting the little things in your Instagram photos and pictures. And maybe honestly, some people are. If you know people are watching and like trying to figure out what's going on wrong with you, if you got a group of haters, you know what? Maybe that would be fun. Maybe then you could get me on board. But I don't know. Just turning it into a trend is just like so weird to me. And I feel like it's just taken this weird turn of like performative. Like performative relationshipism. I don't fucking know. I just don't fucking like it. And that's why like okay, back to the Taylor and Travis of it all. I I like I said, I don't care if you find their love story to be annoying if you're tired of talking about them cuz there is not one other couple in the industry that I'm seeing just show up for each other and love each other so loudly and proudly that those two are. Like it doesn't even matter to me that it's Taylor Swift and I love Taylor Swift. They are just I'm just so inspired by two people that are so in love. Like they are just oh my god, it's going to make me sick. Oh, it's gonna make me sick. These people just fucking love each other. They just love each other. Her going to all of his games. Him getting on the stage. And he did great. He did amazing. Little Travie out there doing what he needed to do. I got the text. I got the text. I remember where I was when I got the text. I was at my family jam with my cousins, and I got the fateful text. Travis is on stage at the Eras tour. Okay. Does he have a gun with him? Can I borrow it? I need it for personal reasons. If I can't be there, no one can. Like I just like, what are you talking about? Also, that was a joke. That was a joke, by the way. Would never inflict violence on anyone, literally anyone. And sometimes I make jokes like that. I'm like, are people gonna think I'm insane? I'm just on the internet too much. I think these two have done a really great job at finding the perfect balance between privacy and owning up to how much they love each other, like being loud and proud of how much you love each other. This soft launch shit's just dumb. This shit is just dumb. And these fuckers, they're at the forefront. They're on the front lines of the I don't give a fuck war. I love my partner. Oh, and it's just a beautiful side. Oh, it's just a beautiful thing to witness. And I can't wait to see more of it. I literally watched every angle of him at that tour. Like, every angle. I was waiting with bated breath. I don't think you guys understand. Him carrying Taylor actually altered my brain chemistry. I didn't realize that I was seeking out a type until I saw that. Until I saw a beefy man carrying a tall woman. That's what I need. I need that. Amazon Prime it to me, if you could. I was waiting on that high quality picture of him carrying her. And when Taylor delivered that, oh my god, just shut up. Oh my, don't even talk to me. I need like 6 to 7 business days to process this. I really do think Taylor and Travis are the American royal couple. I can't think of another couple that would even come close. Like, Americans don't have royalty, we have celebrities. And like they are the best of the best. Like this crossover, it's insane and it's crazy and it's beautiful. I'm just obsessed with the fact that Travis Kelce goes to the London Arrows tour in a USA Olympics hat. So cunt. So obsessed. Love it. Meeting the royal family in a USA hat. You're crazy. And I need him, okay? And I need him. Or if he has a friend, that's fine. Anyway, the Olympics. Okay, that fucking video. If you have not seen that video, I'm sure you could probably look up Australian swimmer bad talks USA. Honestly, Australian swimmer USA. It'll probably pop up. Olympics. Type that in there, you know. This Australian swimmer gets on an interview and starts talking about how insufferable Americans are and how it's so much more satisfying to beat Americans at the Olympics than any other country. And when they're in the pool, they, shake this insufferable cowbell and scream, USA, USA, USA. She's like just like insufferable. Like it's just like, and I guess there's a rivalry between Australia and the US when it comes to swimming, but just the thing is, as an American that is so hyper aware of how fucked up our country is, the second, especially around the Olympics, someone talks shit about America related to sports, related to whatever. Oh, I'm gonna squawk like an eagle and I'm gonna peck your eyes out. Shut the hell up. My pronouns are USA. Oh, don't, especially the Olympics. I'm gonna give anyone outside of the United States a public service announcement. When the Olympics come around, I saying anything that just like annoying about America. Oh, you're gonna have every kind of American from the most liberal of liberal to Republican of Republican at your doorstep with an iced latte and a rifle. It's when America is at its best. It's when we are the most unified. We have a presidential election coming up that no one wants to be a part of. No one wants to vote unless you're like fucking like sucking the toes of the candidates. Most of the people are not fucking happy with what's going on. We're already kind of united on that front. And then you got the fucking Olympics coming up. Oh, I think I hear Yankee Doodle in the distance. I hear Paul Revere. Oh my God, it's the ghost of Paul Revere outside my window. And he said the gold medals are coming. It's one of the few times every few years where I just feel so unified as a country. And I think it's such a beautiful thing because America takes sports so fucking seriously. It doesn't matter what sport it is. For me, like, I'm not a big track and field person. You bet your ass I was fucking crying when I saw, God, what is her name? She's a track star. She got disqualified last time because she had weed in her system. Oh, what is her name? Oh, I don't know what to look up. Okay. Track USA women's winner 2024 pot. Shakari Richardson. Is that it? I think that is it. Wait, that was the worst Google search of all time. If that's really her, I'll scream. I looked up Track USA Women's Winner 2024 pot because she got disqualified from the last Olympics for smoking pot. Because her mom had just died. She was stressed out, and people were like, she should be allowed to run, whatever. And I mean, it's dumb. Pot's not gonna fucking give you superpowers, but it's a rule's a rule. She shouldn't have smoked pot, even though it is fucking dumb. Um, but she just made it, and she like won her heat. I'm pretty sure, like, just fucking incredible. So 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 incredible. I get so emotional watching athletes do what they were meant to do. Like we take for granted the Olympics every 4 years. I mean, Summer Olympics. I'm not a big Winter Olympics person. These people have trained their entire lives to be where they are at. And I just find it so inspiring to see them win at the thing that they have loved since they were a child. I'm going to get emotional. I just need to bake an apple pie and sing Yankee Doodle Went to Town. Like I just need to feel some patriotism. And that's just like that's my sanctioned patriotism for, you know, a sectored amount of time. Fuck yeah. America, dude. I cannot fucking wait to watch. Is it Katie Ledecky or Kate Ledecky? I think it's Katie Ledecky. Yeah, Katie Ledecky just fucking dominate. Oh my God. There is not another swimmer like her right now. I mean, Michael Phelps, of course, incredible, but that is actually competing in the Olympics. Oh, she literally just won a race the other day by 20 seconds. She had time to touch the fucking sensor pad, gotta take her goggles off, probably sit there thinking about, fuck, what am I gonna pack? I gotta think about, I mean, I need to bring like probably a pair of jeans, probably if I go to like a nice dinner or something. Maybe like, I mean, is it gonna be cold when I'm sleeping? Do I need to bring like sweatpants or like sleep shorts? Maybe, you know what? Maybe both. You never know what the AC is like in a hotel room. You know, you never know. You never know. Is it gonna have AC? Not have AC? You know, the Olympic Village. Thinking about dinner. Meanwhile, these fuckers still are not there. Like she beat them by 20 seconds. These are other athletes that have trained their entire lives and aren't terrible. They're good athletes. Katie Ledecky is just so much better. Oh, she's gonna kick your ass. She's gonna make you eat her bubbles, baby. Oh, eat her bubbles. God, I used to do swimming. I don't remember if I talked about that. I used to be a swimmer, and it was when I was like in middle school. No, elementary school maybe. It's like right on that cusp. And it was a big thing to like write shit on you for the races because it just came off in the water. Oh, I'd be tatted up like I was just in prison for 10 years. Like I literally looked like it was like a gang of like 10 kindergartners found a pack of Crayola markers and thought that I was like a walking coloring book. Eat my bubbles up the arms. They would draw bubbles on me, bubbles down the leg. I mean, we all did it. Katie Ledecky's gonna make you eat your bubbles, babe. Gonna make you eat your bubbles. Tell you that right now. Tell you that right now. And the reason that I can never go to the Olympics, I mean, guys, I know everyone is sitting here thinking like, wait, you were a swimmer, like you have those broad shoulders, like I'm sure you were incredible. Like, why aren't you competing this year? And honestly, like, guys, I just have other things going on. Like, I am the president of a sorority. Like, um, exactly. And that's what I've always said. And so that's why I'm not there. Also because they would make me do butterfly when I did swimming. Oh, what the fuck is wrong with you guys? Just because you have broad shoulders does not mean you should be doing butterfly. After a 50 a fly, which is literally just there and back, I'd be gassed. My mom signed me up for 100 a fly one time, so you have to go there and back twice, 4 laps. I swear to God, I almost drowned at a swim meet. I was a athlete. I was a swimmer. I thought I was gonna drown. It was the most humbling time of my life. Dude. This is like one of the most like embarrassing moments of my life. And I begged my mom, do not put me in this heat. Like I'm not good at butterfly. Like in distance, I can do sprints. And she was like, no, like your coach is telling you to do it. They had to fucking lift me out of the pool. I was so exhausted. Like I genuinely could have drowned. It was so bad. That was like I think honestly I got so embarrassed by that I was like, I gotta find something new. I can't keep doing this shit. It was terrible. It was so bad. I think I could have been a good swimmer, but God, fuck. Why'd you make me do butterfly, dude? Also, swimming, I honestly have like such a respect for swimmers. Um, because it is probably the most boring sport I've ever been a part of. You're literally just staring at the ground for hours and hours and hours while you practice and train. It's so fucking boring. And I feel like any swimmer will tell you that. Like, of course they probably dude, I cannot stop burping today. I apologize. I feel like any swimmer can tell you that. Like, it's a boring sport overall. Like, you literally are just staring at the ground. Of course, there's a love for the sport, but it just, I don't know. Oh, also, okay, circling back. That lady that said all that shit about about USA, but she didn't even make the qualifiers. So she's talking all this bull honky, oh, it's so much better to beat America. Oh, it's so much better to do this. She didn't even make the Olympics. And actually, her career ended because she was like, if I don't make it this year, I'm retiring. Okay, have a nice retirement. Have a nice retirement. I'm not going to talk about how Australia probably has like better retirement benefits, but like, whatever. Whatever. You didn't make the Olympics. Hey, neither of us made the Olympics. You're kind of just like me. I'm just saying, like, I didn't make the Olympics, you didn't make the Olympics, like, you're no better than me. You know what I mean? And I'm just a girl in a room yelling into a microphone. I think any swimmer will tell you that swimming is boring, but like it's kind of one of those things. It's like I've been doing it for so long, like I'm not gonna back out now. You know, volleyball was a lot more stimulating, and I'm so glad I switched. My mom was still so mad. There was a time where she wanted me to do both, and I was like, fuck no. No thanks. No thank you. I think I'm okay. Okay, I think we're gonna call it for today. Shorter episode. I actually leave for a trip tomorrow. That's why this is so kind of just like crazy. I forgot to even talk about that. I leave to go to Disneyland tomorrow at like fucking 5 in the afternoon. I'm working a full day and then I'm driving to LA. So that's gonna be slay, gonna be kind. I'm gonna edit this and then go the fuck to bed. Maybe watch some Love Island USA. which I haven't even started, but it looks insane. There's some fucker on there. You know what? I'll watch it and we'll talk about it next week. Okay? How does that sound? That sounds great to me. I'm down for a Love Island recap because this season looks crazy and that guy looks like an asshole. You know which one I'm talking about? The little white guy. Okay? Looks like a dick. Anyway, thank you guys so much for listening or watching. Make sure to follow us on all of our socials at Cringe Podcast Official on YouTube, TikTok, and Instagram. And I will see you guys next week. I'm sending you guys so much love, all the love. Have a great rest of your week. Love ya.